for Inspirational Talks with Laura Simmons and friends. Holla Chi Town, Scream ATL, Shout Carolinas. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Inspirational Talks with Laura Simmons and friends. We are in the building.
Welcome, welcome, welcome to Inspirational Talks with Laura Simmons and friends. I am in the building, y'all. And today I have my special guest. Lee is in the building, you guys. I can't wait to talk to her. But before we get started with her, y'all, I want to say congratulations to Michael Jackson's daughter, Paris. She got engaged today. So, congratulations to her. I think that is really good. You know, she's engaged to be married. Congratulations, Paris Jackson. And also, since I got a female owner of her own business on here, I just wanted to say this to you guys. So I was reading this article and it said, did you know that people become millionaires? They said more 58.5 women become millionaires. Did y'all know that? That is awesome. And they said 59.3 are men. 58.5 is women and 59.3 is usually women is men. So we guess what, y'all? We doing it.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah, that's facts.
That's right. Look, that's a good thing, you know? I'm just excited because I'm like, man, for so long we we always was the in the background of everything, and now women owning their own things, and it's so exciting.
Yeah.
So yeah. So give yourself a hand. You owe it. You owe yourself a clap. You know. So Lee, tell us, who is Lee?
Well, what's up, y'all? My name is Lee. Um, I go by she, they, them pronouns. I have been in the clothing business for about, I could say, 8 years. 8 years. And I had ups and downs for the 8 years. But I can say that I I overcame those challenges. Um, but I'm a mental health advocate because of things that I've dealt with in my life. Uh, I created my brand off of the struggles that I dealt with. But just seeing that people can see my brand and everything, it's just been amazing to see. Um, it's overwhelming sometimes, but um, I'm just really excited about my brand and like the future that I'm building, honestly. But that's me. That's that's me.
Okay. Okay. So so as an owner, and your name your company is called Unhappy Times. So why did you name your company Unhappy Times? Unhappy Times, yeah.
um, because I was dealing with unhappy times. But I woke up one day. I was with my girlfriend. I was just like, I'm gonna create a mental health brand. I'm gonna call it Unhappy Times because we are living in unhappy times. That's just what I was saying. But it was just really based off of what I was dealing with myself.
Hmm.
Um, in 2015, I lost my grandmother, um, and that really took a toll on me. And this is something that I've been dealing with for for years. And then in 2021, I lost my best friend um, to a motorcycle accident, and I struggled with anxiety, PTSD, depression, and it was just something that I was just like, you know what, I'm unhappy, and I'm unhappy because this is what's going on with me. But the purpose of my name is to tell people like we have unhappy times, but it's okay to not be okay. It's okay to not be okay. But I've struggled with, a lot, just going through my mental health, and yeah, that's really the story behind it. Like, I was really dealing with a lot of stuff, and I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna name it unhappy times. Yeah, that's basically it.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, that would do it.
Yeah.
That would make you, you know, yeah. I think that's how we all really find our purposes. Sometimes it's through the pain that we're experiencing.
Hmm.
So sometimes our pain, we turn our pain into a passion,
Yeah.
and it, sometimes those will be the most successful businesses. You know. So good evening, Marlene. Yeah. So yeah, that's that's good. So how did you get started in the fashion industry though? When you know, how did you figure it out? Put it together. Because it everything is a process, and you have to do a little research to figure it out. So how did you get started?
I love fashion. That's just something that I'm really passionate about. If you go on my page, you can see that I dress a different way, very fashionable in my opinion. But I have been into fashion since I could say, like, in high school. I used to go thrifting with my mom, and I would buy like different vintage stuff. Um, and I feel like the way that I dress shows my personality. In my opinion, I can be very colorful and stuff like that. I wear a lot of colors, and that's why my jerseys are different colors, because that's just how I am. But yeah, it just started off with me thrifting with my mom. She's the one that introduced me to thrifting, and we would go thrifting after church every Sunday. We would go to Village Discount, and we would get like different stuff, like even like because I used to praise dance, so we would get like stockings and stuff like that. And it was just something I like to do, and it made me feel good because I was bonding with my mom. I was bonding, and my auntie would tag along too. So it was just something that I loved, and I would find stuff like old Adidas stuff, old hats and stuff like that. I'm like, oh my God, I love this. And that was just something that I would always do all the time. If you ever thrifted, they got the sales on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, Thursdays. So I would go on those days and find different stuff. And it started with me, like, in 2016. I'm like, you know what? I want to build a clothing brand. I want to do something like that. It started with me naming it Dope Monkey. Um,
Oh wow.
yeah. So monkey was spelled Munkey. And I had a conversation with my dad. He'd be like, you know what, I don't like it. I don't like the monkey part of the name, because people used to call us monkeys. And I'm like, you know what, you're right. But it failed. It failed. At first I was like, oh my God, this is great. But it failed. I wasn't serious about it. I didn't take it serious. So then I came up with another brand called Wildlife. And at first it was going well, but that failed. I didn't take it serious. I wasn't passionate about it. Then I changed the name. I'm like, you know what? Let me change the name. I called it Wildstar. And I'm like, you know what? I don't like it. I can't do it. Um, and then that's when this brand came about. And I'm like, I'm going to just put my personality in this brand so that people can see. I'm gonna put the way that I dress into this brand. I hope people like it. I hope people like the way that I dress. I hope they like my brand. But yeah, I've always been into fashion. Fashion is just something that I love. I love fashion and I love clothes. I love clothes so much. But I just sometimes some people don't like my stuff because they don't understand it, or it's not their niche. So I just be like, if you don't like it, somebody else will. So that's just how I feel about it. But yeah, I've always been into fashion. It's just something that I'm really passionate about. Um, and I'm just trying to work, like, even like with my brand and fashion. I'm just trying to put it together so that I can build an empire, really.
Well, you know what? In life, a lot of people are not gonna like what you do or what you say or whatever. It's gonna always be something, you
Yeah.
know. Oh, I think you should say this way, or I think
Yeah.
that you should name it that, or whatever.
Yep.
People are good with telling you what you should do, but they
Hmm.
won't get out there and do it themselves. So don't worry about it. You'll be
That's
all right. You'll be all right. Thank you guys for tuning in to Inspirational Talks with Laura Simmons and Friends. I truly appreciate you guys tuning in. And today we have our guest, Lee from Unhappy Times. Um, and yeah, and so we're interviewing her, we're asking her questions. So my next question for you is there anybody in the industry, in the fashion industry, that you follow?
Um, well, you probably wouldn't know them. Their name is Vincent Lumia. It's somebody that just really helped my brand. Actually, I've looked up to him for a while. I like the way that he dressed. I feel like me and him, we uh, have similarities with the way that we dress, but he has helped my brand, and I really love his style. It's really, and some people probably look at it like, what, he dressed like a grandpa or something, but in my opinion, I think he got it on. He what he's doing. But I met him by just supporting him. Um, he has his own brand called Maybe This Will Work. Um, and I reached out to him. I'm like, man, look, I love your brand. Can I be an ambassador? You don't even got to give it to me for free. I'll buy it, but you can give me a discount.
Mhm.
He gave me a discount, and that's how we connected. And I tried to join something that he was doing, and I guess it didn't fall through for him. And he was just like, you know what? I want to offer you something. I want to promote your brand for free. And I sent the jersey to him, and I was just shocked at how many people were watching it. I was just like, oh my God, so many people. Even though, like, orders didn't come in like soon, like right away, but they ended up coming in. And I was just like, yo, this is crazy. I can't believe this is happening to me right now. But he's somebody that I look up to, that I cherish, and I really appreciate him. Um, and then somebody else, I could say ASAP Rocky, is somebody that I like the way that he dresses. Something that I've always looked at when I was growing up. I was attempting to dress like ASAP Rocky. Just I didn't have the money to dress like ASAP Rocky. But yeah, ASAP Rocky, Tyler the Creator. These are just really people that I love, that are very fashionable. But yeah, those are some fashionable people.
Okay. What does success look like for you in this industry?
Um, wow, nobody ever asked me that. In my opinion, it's just somebody that's humble. Um, I've watched people who have grown their business and they get big headed and they treat people bogus. In my opinion, I think when you get to that point, you should always stay humble, because there was a time where you were not where you were at. Um, and just working hard towards your passion, not making people feel beneath you because you're here and they're right there. That's what success looks like to me. I always have this conversation with my friend, because he's also in the fashion industry, and we be like, man, we're gonna get there. We're gonna get there one day. Somebody gonna see our stuff. We're gonna be big. And we have friends that are in the industry, and sometimes they get big headed a little bit, And I'll tell him, you know what, man, don't even worry about it, because we're not gonna be those people. We're gonna be the people that, even though my brand is here, I'm gonna lift you up. That's what success looks like to me, and personally. But yeah.
I like that you said that because I was just talking to somebody just recently and we had the same conversation. And I said that if I should ever come into a large sum of money, I said there are people that I um, would definitely look out for. I said some are new friends, and there's a few that's old friends, but I would look out for them. And my reason They were saying that, oh well, if they became rich, they wouldn't do that for you, and this and that, and they were saying that, and you know what? It's not a tit for tat for me, and I like the fact that you said that you would basically reach back and help someone else, because I just watched somebody else just recently. They was telling me some stuff that they wanted to help me out and all this other stuff. And when they said they would help me out, when you say you're going to help somebody out, the help mean that you're not looking to charge them no money.
Yeah.
It's not a situation of I'm charging you some money. Help is the word. When you say that word help, that means you're willing to help them, and it's no charge.
Yep.
This the person said they wanted to help me out, but then they turned around and started telling me about the how much it's going to cost me for them to help me. So I'm good, and I'm good with that.
Yeah. I
So
had situations like that too.
yeah. So I think sometimes what happens is people forget where they started, how you started, and so they don't want to help no one else. They don't want to help anyone else. And I've helped a lot of people through the years. I've helped a lot of people. And so now when people, I feel some kind of way sometimes when people reach out to me and ask me for help. Now I feel some kind of way. And the reason why I feel that way is because those same people that I have helped over time, they learn something, and then I asked that question, hey, how did you do so and so and so and so? Well, it's a fee, but I didn't charge you no fee when I was giving you the information that I gave to you. So why, I would think it's a tit for tat. I would think that we should not be doing a tit for tat. So
Yeah.
yeah. So I really appreciate the fact that you said you will remain humble and you would reach out to help someone else. That's a really good thing. Um, and for those of you who's wondering who my guest is, this is Lee. She owns Unhappy Times, and she can give you guys her Instagram page and tell you a little bit about her Instagram, you can find her at. Because someone just said, "Oh yeah, why charge me a fee if I helped you?" Exactly. Yeah, what I said. The same thing. You
That don't
shouldn't
make
charge a fee. That doesn't make any sense. Someone was just asking, was you on YouTube?
No, I do not have a YouTube. I think
Okay,
I'm start getting on that. But I haven't started a YouTube.
but you are on what, Instagram?
Unhappy Times Official is on Instagram. I'm also on TikTok, but it would be Unhappy Times Clothing on TikTok.
Okay, so Marlene, that's your answer to that. So if you're looking for her, you can find her on Instagram or TikTok. Yeah. Thank you, Yolanda. You're absolutely right. And I'm still gonna remain the way I am regardless of how people do and what they do. I'm not gonna be like them. So yeah. Um can you walk me through some of your designs? Like tell me a little bit about them.
Yeah. Right now I have on my jersey, and you can see. So the jersey is. I can actually hold on. Give me a moment. Let me just. So that's the jersey.
Oh, okay.
It says 222, and then on the back it says "Be kind to your mind," and it has like a I call it a symbol. It
Mhm.
says "Your mental health matters." I created this jersey. I feel like 222 aligns with me, and I feel like it would align with people. 222 means balance, harmony, trust, um, and that all ties in with your mental health, your mind, all of that, which is why I put "Be kind to your mind" in the back, and then "Your mental health matters" because your mental health does matter.
Yeah.
Um, Recently, I had a issue with I don't even know why I even did this, but I always want someone's opinion about my merch. And somebody told me it was basic, it was plain, and they didn't understand what 222 meant. And I told them that 222 is angel numbers. And they're just like, what? How does that align with mental health? And it does. If you balance, harmony, trust, that's all tie into meditating, manifesting, praying. That all ties in together with your mind. But yeah, I've worked on this. I can say it took me a while, like a couple months, to work on it. And then I came out with a lot of stuff that I worked on. I had one that says, check on your homies. Then on the back it says, protect your strong friends. I created that because I have friends that I grew up with that did commit suicide. Um, Also, I was also a part of that where I attempted. So it was just something that I created, and it went well. It went well. I um, wanted the message out there because I think it's important to check on friends. You don't know who's going through what. Uh, Even with like my best friend passing away, I didn't text him in time. I didn't text him in time. I didn't text him to say, "Hey, bro." And this is when I was dealing with my old brand, and he was just like, "How's your brand?" And I read the message, but I never got to text him. And then when I finally texted him, it didn't go through. So it's just something that I always I'm just really passionate about it. It's just really important to check on your friends. That's why I'm always checking on my friends. And they probably get tired of me. I'll be like, "What you doing today? How are you feeling today?" But that's just something that I do. It's just really important. So I created that T-shirt. Um, right now I'm working on a hoodie. It just says "I'm happy times." I just wanted something simple with my brand name because I felt like I have that, but I have all this other stuff going on as well. Um, but that's what I have, and uh, working on a hat like this. I've been I love hats. I collect hats, and I'm like, you know what? I want a hat with my brand name. So it says "Unhappy Times," and then on the side it has the logo, and then it says "Be kind to your mind," and then on the back it says "222." So that's just something that I've been working on since August, and I'm trying to see what colors I want. Sometimes the colors that I pick they mean something. Um, so I always pick a color and I describe how I feel about the color and it means something to me. Yeah, like the blue, all of that. This is something that I've been working on.
Okay.
But yep, and I just come up with designs. I just feel like I'm just very creative. Like, I just be like, I'm gonna just do this. I'm gonna just put this, and then if I feel like it looks right to me, then I'm like, okay, if it look right to me. Look like it's gonna look right to everybody. But I just be, I'm just really creative, honestly. And I feel like sometimes I overthink a lot with my designs, and I always ask people, like my friends that are in the industry, how does this look? You think you'll wear this, or you know what I'm saying? So they'll be like, "This cool," you know what I'm saying? And then like, if I put something out and it don't work out, I get upset. I'm like, "Dang, I worked so hard on this design and nobody bought it." But
But you can't give up. You can't give up. But what
yeah,
I was gonna say, have you ever thought about doing like a fashion show?
yeah, I'm trying to get a well, it's gonna be like a mental health concert.
Hmm.
Um, I wanted to throw it in February, but I don't think I have enough time to get it together.
Hmm.
So it might be around May for Mental Health Month. Um, so I've been talking with like friends and family to just get it out there. So the mental health concert will be like um, different artists are coming to perform, and then you'll have different vendors there. And then I was thinking about my cousin gave me an idea about doing like a mental health roundtable, like having someone that's like a therapist or just somebody that to advocate for mental health and have them talk and everybody go around, you know, um, telling what they've been through and stuff like that. So that's just something that I've been planning out. And I need it to be perfect because if it's not, I'm gonna be upset. But that's just really something that I've been working on. Yep.
Well, it's not gonna be perfect. Believe that. you're gonna have your hiccups, but guess what? That's when you shine. You know,
Mhm.
you don't give up. I've done fashion shows, and there were times where I just sweat bullets and I didn't forgot to eat and everything else. But the by the grace of God, I made it through the show, and the show actually did really well. So you know, and there and didn't nobody even know that behind the scenes I was going through so much drama it wasn't even funny. So yeah, you're gonna have your little hiccups in there. Yep, you learn by trial and error. You're exactly
I'm
right.
a I'm a perfectionist, and that's really because I'm a Virgo. But I'm a perfectionist, and I just be like, I need this to be perfect. I need this to be like. That's just something I always something I'm working on as well in therapy. But
Mhm.
yeah, I'm a perfectionist, and it's just everything just has to. Even if a little something mess up, I just be like, you know what, it's all right. I'm gonna just go ahead and chill out.
Okay. Tell me about the hat you have on. Who is that? Who is the designer of that hat?
This hat is from a friend of mine named Channon. He owns the brand Wisdom of Age New York. So Wisdom of Age New York is a place that sells like luxury cardigans, rugbies, jerseys, knitted jerseys, and stuff like that.
Hmm.
I found the brand on TikTok, and I was just like, "Oh my god, I love this!" It's all based about like New York and all of that. Um, but yeah, I got like 6 pieces, I think, from them. When I say luxury, I talk about the price as well. Very is good quality, so I understand why the price is where it's at. At first the price was like 180 for a cardigan, now it's 200 for a cardigan. Um, and me personally, I don't care about the price. If I like it, I'm going to buy it. But it's good quality. It's very heavy. I can say that wearing the cardigan and the rugby, I did not wear a coat in the winter. That's how great it is.
Oh, okay. Okay. So what advice would you give someone that might be interested in getting into this industry?
Um, I would say just do it. I somebody recently just asked me that on my TikTok and was just like, I want to do something similar to you. How do I do it? I say just do it. Um, get your LLC, get your name trademark, um, and just work on your designs honestly, and don't give up and don't compare yourself to other people. And that's one thing that people do. They compare themselves to other people that's in the industry that their brand is doing better than their brand and all of that. Don't look at that. That does not matter because everybody has their time where they're going to be where they want to be. And keep promoting your brand. Like me, I promote my brand all the time because I have to. People got to see it. People got to see the message. So it's very important to just keep um, going, honestly, because there are times, like I said, I've been in the industry for 8 years. Um, Even though like I had people that didn't want to help me, family, friends that didn't want to help me, people telling me this ain't gonna work out for you.
Yep.
So just keep going, just and have faith. Honestly, like I always pray to God. I'd be like, God, please let this happen for me. I don't know when you're gonna give it to me. I hope this is it. I've been praying, you know. So honestly, just have him keep the faith and just keep going. Just honestly, that's the advice that I could give people. Honestly. And my website is www.unhappytimes.online. I don't know if I can put it in there or
Yeah,
something.
you see if you could type it in there.
Okay. Oh, it's telling me to connect. I don't even have any. You
Oh,
find.
connect. Okay. You could text it to me and I'll just put it into the I'll put it on the website on the show little later.
But yeah, that's something that you have to do. You just have to keep going.
Tell them one more time your website again so that they can actually probably type it in themselves too. So
Okay. So it's www.unhappytimes.online.
dot online.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see if I can put it in there right quick. You said www. And it's what you said online
Mm-hmm.
.com.
Hmm?
See if it'll come up if I got it right. Okay.
Nope, no.com.
Huh? That's not it.
Nope,
Was
it's
that?
www.unhappytimes.online. There's no .com at all.
Oh, okay. Online. Okay. Well, y'all could just ignore that first one. I'm gonna put it in again one more time.
Yeah, it's okay. Uh, I didn't want to use .com. And just wanted to,
Oh, so you just want it online? Okay.
yeah. I ain't want to be like everybody else. Just wanted my thing to be different. But yeah, because some
Is
people
it
have.
is it is it a dot between online or online and times, or it's just straight out?
Yep, it's between times and so it's times.online.
Okay. I think we got it right this time, right? Let's see. Correct?
That's correct.
Okay. So that's her website there. And tell them where they can find you at on Instagram and you on Facebook.
So my Facebook is Lee Sav. So it's Lee Lisav. And then my what you just asked me?
Instagram.
Instagram. So my personal is Pretty Savage Lee, and then my brand is Unhappy Times Official.
So, okay. Well, guys, I think that is really good that she started a business regarding mental health because mental health it plays a very big part in our society today. And if you can help someone out in some kind of way, talk to them before they even get to that point,
Mm-hmm.
do it. I just happened today, and it's so funny that you mentioned about the mental health. I happened today to watch the recording. I guess they was doing an interview with Regina King, and they was talking about her son, and she was talking about what happened with her son and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You don't realize that's one thing you don't know what people are going through. So, as much as possible, just kind of check in on your friend. Be that friend to a friend, by checking in on them, to see how they're doing every once in a while. You don't have to do it every single day, but you can like chime in every once in a while to see, hey, let me check on so and so and so and so to make sure they're doing okay, because you may save a life, you know, because it's just yeah, we are living in a time where that's mainly what we keep constantly hear about someone and then went through something and they done took their own life. And so yeah, I think I commend you for starting a business like that, to um, basically bring it to light. Basically, it's what you're basically doing, and I commend you for that.
Thank
So, be proud of yourself and don't let nobody tell you nothing differently about what you're doing and how you should do it. And, keep doing you, you know. And hey, if you need somebody to talk to every once in a while, I'm here, you know. Um, I'm here, you know. So, yeah. I just don't want to see nobody go down a path, that dark road, because that dark road, sometimes you can't turn around from that dark road. So
you.
yeah.
Yep. I definitely understand about the dark road for sure. I've been there before, uh, but I always think it's important to seek therapy because like I said, I've been through that dark road, and No, I had some therapists that I felt like did not help me. I was just like, you know what? I don't think this person is helping me. I think they're just doing it for a check. But my therapist now, she listens to me. She helps me. But therapy, and there are resources that you can use um, to get help. And there's free therapy. There's free. I when I didn't have because I had turned 26 and I got off. They kicked me off my daddy insurance. And I was like, you know what? I don't got no insurance right now. And at the time, I did not have a job. So I'm like, you know what? I need to find something because I'm going through this. I'm going through this. And I found an app called Seven Cups. They have people there that you can talk to that can help you go through stuff. Even if you feel like I don't want to pay for no therapist, I would say download that app because it has helped me. Um, but me, I made a promise to myself that I would never go down that road ever again because I seen what it was doing not only to me but also to my family. They were really worried about me after I lost my best friend. I was really in like a deep hole, and I just went to my dad and I'm just like, I am not okay. I'm not okay. But I got a tat. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I got a tattoo. It's a semicolon. Um, to just, it's a reminder. I always look at it, just to remind myself, like, hey, like when I'm stressed out, I'll be like, you know what? I got this. I'm gonna get through this. And I just really think that's really important to just have affirmations and just tell yourself like, hey, I am enough. I do deserve to live. I do deserve to be on this earth and all of that. But it's very important. Mental health is very important. Seeking therapy is very important. It is very important. If you're going through something, please go to therapy. Honestly, it's gonna help. And I had someone tell me that therapy wasn't good for you because people are trying to they don't want to help you for real. And I understood where he was coming from because I felt like that before, but I was young. So I just felt like this person just attacking me or something. But now that I'm older, I'm 28. When I started therapy, I was what, 19, 18, 19. Um, Now that I'm 28, I've learned, I've grown, and I've healed from certain trauma that I had in my life. And just talking to my therapist, she has helped me. She has helped me tremendously. She has helped my mind. She has helped me, meditate and tell me that, this is what you're going through. Set boundaries, like even like with me, sometimes I need to set boundaries with family, friends,
Yeah.
because they can be triggers sometimes,
Yep.
especially if you dealt with trauma with them. So, set boundaries for yourself. If you
Yep.
feel like, hey, I don't want to talk to you today. Maybe I talk to that person, and I always say that I don't want to talk to you today. I don't want to talk to you today. You can have time for yourself. Self care is important. So, yeah, that's my little message for you.
Okay. Okay. So that's you any closing remarks that like telling people where they can find you at? So, they won't say you didn't tell them.
Yep, y'all can follow me on Instagram, Pretty Savagely, and my brand is Unhappy Times Official on Instagram. My website is in the chat, the one that says www.unhappytimes.online. But yeah, that is my brand, y'all.
Yeah, that's the one, right? Right.
Yep, that's the right one.
Okay. Okay. All right, guys. You know, I appreciate you guys tuning in to Inspirational Talks with Laura Simmons and Friends. Um, I think that it would be a great idea if you and I connect to maybe collaborate on something. We could
Mhm.
do some kind of project together.
Yeah,
I,
I
I,
was going to come to you and tell you about that. I've wanted to create um, a bracelet that we can collab on with each other.
okay,
Um, a mental health bracelet. Um,
okay,
but I will talk
we'll
to
talk.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We'll talk. Guys, I truly appreciate everybody tuning in to Inspirational Talks with Laura Simmons. Thank you for tuning in to Inspirational Talks with Laura Simmons and Friends. And remember, tomorrow's not promised to any of us. So live your life to the fullest. And remember, put God first, and everything else will fall into place. All right, guys, I'm out of here. It's your girl, Laura Simmons. Peace.
Views and opinions expressed in this program are those of our guests and do not necessarily reflect Freedom Productions.
Thank you. Thank you, Lee, for coming on the show today. We truly appreciate you, and good luck with your business. And I'll see you again soon. Next time you'll be back, you'll be telling me, hey, I'm in New York City and I'm at Fashion Week. Okay, so I want to hear that story. Okay.
Thank you so much for having me.
All right. Love you guys. Peace.
Peace out, y'all.